National Duty Week, as we wear our Bafana Bafana jerseys, loud and proud, of course. It is the time where we not really get the calculators out because it's just friendlies, but Bafana Bafana take on Guinea and France in France, actually. Josh?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, like, it's not anything competitive, but we haven't seen the boys play since the Ghana defeat in Ghana. So, I mean,
since that
defeat, where we obtained some eternal rivalry. But yeah, we get to play Guinea. They played in the AFCON. They did really well, actually. And then we play the world champions. I mean, it's going to be a tough one. But
How are you feeling, though?
Look,
as a Bafana supporter, Hugo Broos, I understand the project. I see what's happening there. But of course, the question's posed to you now.
I'm excited for what he's doing. Look, we can't have the old stale players there. It means, like he said in his press conference, then we have no future. So he has to bring in the young players.
Stale,
and I think, look, they still have talent. Like your Tembazwane, like your Jali. He's upset that he's been asked about those players consistently. But yes, they are the best in their positions in the country. I do believe that. But we need something going forward. And I think the project going forward with the youngsters, and then we also have we needed some experience in the World Cup qualifiers to get us across the line, I feel. And he's also mentioned that, Bruce. So I think bringing in certain players that are above 30 that have proven themselves a bit, it's looking like an excellent project going forward, in my opinion.
So what is the vision then? Because obviously quite a while back, under Baxter and under Shakes Mashaba, we always heard about Vision 2022. We're in 2022 now. We haven't qualified for the World Cup, of course, but Hugo Broos, this isn't his project. So now he starts at something else. And what's his vision?
His vision is next year. As the AFCON.
As early as next year?
As early as next year, it's the AFCON. I think the qualifiers are now in June. So these friendlies are very important. We get a good test or a good taste against Guinea this Friday.
Is this more than a friendly?
I think it is a bit more than a friendly. It's obviously feeling out the team. There's a lot of changes as well. Some of the players that were in the World Cup qualifiers aren't participating for the friendlies. And then I think Bruce mentioned that he's also going to rotate the squad. He wants everybody to get a feel for the team. And then you get to test yourself against an AFCON proven team. And then we get to face the world champions, which is one of the comments that he did make that I wasn't too pleased about was, we're going to lose the match, but it's about embarrassing. For us to say that, I feel like that's okay. But as a coach, as a player listening, you don't want to hear that. You want
some more assurance.
You want some more assurance from your
manager. Is that not mind games?
It could be, but at the same time...
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate and see both sides.
Yeah, look, but putting it out there to the public, whether you said it in the back room to these players, look, this is what I'm going to say. We can argue that. But as us just discussing football, I think that's something that we say, we hopefully not going to get embarrassed. Maybe we can put a goal in, or get a shot on target. But as the manager and a player just listening to that, I wasn't too pleased with that comment.
I suppose we have to look at who we are and where we are, like just in the FIFA standings, and then look at them as world champions and just put the respect that they deserve on their name. So I suppose I do understand. I get what you're saying, that it's frustrating to hear and listen to, but I do understand. And perhaps there could be a bit of mind games. I mean, if it is mind games, I've been bought over with it. But experience, that's going to be massive for the players.
Yeah, look, it's a lovely experience. I mean, Bruce is taking into his home. I think they play in Belgium for the first game against Guinea. And then they go to Lille, I think it's 4 days later, to play France. So maybe it'll give them a bit of taste. I know some of the players in Teboko Mokoena were supposed to go and play in Belgium. Maybe you'll see what he missed out on a bit. Not to say that him playing in the Champions League for Sundowns is any step down. I mean, that's a great experience for him as well. But playing for the national team on the world stage, they get to prove themselves. There will be scouts. I mean, players like your Paul Pogba, your Mbappe have been chosen for the squad at France. And when you're playing against those teams, the world is watching, basically. So it's the opportunity to prove themselves on the world stage. It's going to be excellent experience for the boys.
Result 1, result 2. Starts with Guinea.
Result 1 with Guinea. I think that's the one way we have to really push the boundaries a bit. I think that's the one where we need to win. Yes, it's a friendly, and sometimes you don't want to look at results, but it's important as well. The finishing touch or the finishing scoreline is important. I think we push for that one, and I think we can pick up a win against Guinea.
What will make you start that hashtag Broos out? I mean, how embarrassing does it have to be? Would you accept defeats against Guinea is basically my question.
Look, it's a friendly. I will accept defeats against Guinea.
As long as you see improvements.
Bitterly, but as long as we see improvements, I mean, again, the squad's rotating, again, it's fresh. But if I have to start hashtag Hugo Broos out, it's if we don't qualify for the AFCON in 2023.
So it's on hold for now. Results to France. 6-0.
If we
7.
Look, so now I'm saying
8.
I'm hoping we don't get embarrassed. We lose, but we can't be embarrassed. I think we need to show a bit of flair, show a bit of how we feel, be comfortable in the fact that, okay, we're probably going to lose.
Yeah.
And we go forward there. So the France get that win for me quite comfortably.
So that's the thoughts of me and Hugo Broos. No, I'm joking. Until next week, that is the thoughts of course, myself, Jesse Nagel, as well as Joshua Gaillard. And let's wish Bafana Bafana all the best as they take on Guinea and France.
Yeah.
Until next time. For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.